stay up with it. But it's a fun, great field to play on.
Oh, yeah, I bet it is. Greg from the New Mexico Rush team. Go ahead and pull that thing over to you if you'd like. What does it feel to play in front of a crowd like this, a beautiful day, brand new field conditions for you, again mentioning the high altitude? Tell us what it was like for you today.
It was really fun. Had a great time. The field was really nice, actually. It wasn't too fast, just good enough. It's also new and not worn down. It's just really clean. Yeah, high altitude mattered. We're a little slower than usual, but it nonetheless is really, really nice.
Chris Cartledge on the Rio Vista team. Give us your reaction to this field today. He's getting a little bit of ripping from his fans out there.
It was nice, and I like the new field, and the turf was really soft, not like normal turf.
Did you feel any effects from the high altitude?
A little bit.
Did you?
Yeah.
And can you describe what you felt out there in terms of that?
I don't know, it's hard to breathe, catch my breath, I guess.
Hard to breathe? Is it different than Albuquerque?
A little bit, not too much.
Not too much? Yeah. And Justin, haven't heard?
That's the coach.
Oh, that's just, okay. Then I'm looking for Greg, right?
Zach.
Zach, there you go. Let's hear your reaction to what's going on.
Well, the soccer field is wide, so we can spread out and play a lot more and move the ball. And then with the altitude, I mean, our fitness levels are good in Albuquerque, but when you come up here for the first few minutes of the game, you feel kind of sluggish. But once you get used to altitude, then you can play it like normal.
Right. John, let me ask you one question. Now that you've played on this field, do you feel that it's going to enhance your abilities in terms of dealing with the high altitude? What does that do to you? Tell us about perhaps later on down the road what school you're planning on going to. I know you're looking at that at this point. Tell us a little bit about your career aspirations.
Well, playing at the high altitude helps a lot, I think, because it'll be easier playing at lower altitudes no matter what school you go to around the country and playing.
Okay, great. Let's go to this side with Luke. Tell me about what you're planning to do in the postseason after this is over, graduate from high school. Where do you think you're going to play soccer, in which university?
I'm not sure yet. I'm looking around. I'm sending letters, hoping someone sees me.
I'm sure somebody will see you. You guys, most of you probably thinking about coming to the Lobos, perhaps, something there?
Yeah, that would be great.
Absolutely, especially when the Lobos are ranked in the top 25 for the last 3 or 4 years. It's a really good group of guys to try to get onto. I'd like to ask Nathan, what is up with the dribble out there, man? I noticed that you were bouncing around back and forth. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
There's no Nathan.
Mason? There he is. I know I saw him there somewhere. Tell us about that a little bit.
Well, I felt like
It's all right.
that's what kind of game type I like to play. So, and I felt it was easy to run on that turf, so I felt like that was the right thing to do.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, we want to thank both teams for coming out today. I hope you guys come back and see us again, do some of your training here. Love to have you today, and we'd like to take it out to the press. Any of the press out there want to ask any questions? Feel free at this time. Anybody from the press want to ask a question? Well, thank you, gentlemen, for joining us here this afternoon, and good luck to you in the future. Adios, man.
All right, thank you.
Again, that was the New Mexico Rush team and the Rio Vista team. We're going to take it back to the field and do another game for you here at another 15 minutes or so. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. Thank you, everybody, for staying with us here. We have a little interview here I'd like to introduce one of the guys, Greg, that was very instrumental. Actually, these guys are the ones that put the field together for us. And you want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about the company that actually got the bid to put that field down there. The players are really excited about it.
Well, my name is Craig Edwards. I'm the territory manager for Shaw Sportex. We're part of the Berkshire Hathaway Group, and we specialize in the manufacturing of very high-end athletic turf products for the NFL, the NCAA, for communities, high schools, and of course our jewel of the crown, this particular field, which is the FIFA two-star field, the only one of its kind west of the Mississippi.
That's quite an accomplishment,
yes,
isn't
it is. And hats off to all the people who participated in the town, and especially the Tahoe Sports Alliance and their group. Hats off to Joel Israel and his efforts and passion behind all this to make this work.
You know, one question that's usually on everybody's mind, was there any kind of special preparation for the altitude up here in Taos in terms of putting the field down?
Well, I mean, anytime that you're in a situation of high altitude, high UV exposure, and of course all the elements that come along with it, you have to take into consideration the requirement for UV stabilizers, for special preparation of the field. This is a field like none other in the country. This is really what the Europeans aspire to play on, and you have it here in a high-altitude training facility, which I believe is going to be one beneficial economic driver for this community.
And you know, we're all about trying to get the economy back to where it should be, is the way we feel about it, and of course it's an enhancer for that. And tell us a little bit more about some of the products that you guys put out to the public out there.
Well, our products basically are for the high-end athletic market, and we produce only high-end products. We aspire to always, through our R&D facility, which is outside of Georgia, be constantly looking for new testing methods to enhance the performance of our turf at every level. We have fields at the NFL level, as I said, the NCAA level, you name it, football, soccer, baseball, and again, this is really the crown jewel for this particular system, the first in the country for us of this high end, which meets all the new FIFA standards. And I don't know how much you know about FIFA, but they are extremely vigilant when it comes to making sure that the companies that they have involved with them have the best surfacing out there, or you do not get accreditation.
Absolutely, and we're really proud of this field, and really happy that you were involved in putting this thing together for us. And any final words?
Yeah, I think that the town should, the whole town should be rejoicing about this, and I really hats off to again all of the people at the Tahoe Sports Alliance, Mayor Darren Cordova, who did a wonderful job in putting this together, and his team. And I just hope that the people up here and the people throughout New Mexico will take full advantage of this facility and bring in new teams, whether they're from the Americas or whether they're from Europe, and really stand behind this, because you have got one world-class facility here.
Well, thank you for doing it. Thank you for being with us today, and appreciate all the work that you've done. Thank you very much. Again, Sportex, the group that put down the field here in Taos, New Mexico, an interview with one of their staff members, and we'd like to thank them for coming out. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Again, we are here live with the Taos Echo Park Grand Opening here in Taos, New Mexico, and we just want to reiterate all the things that are happening here today, as we have a full day on tap for today. As we mentioned earlier on, the premier game today at 4 p.m. will be the New Mexico Lobos against the Denver Pioneers, both Division I universities. They've had a lot of experience against each other. It should be an excellent game. As you very well know, the New Mexico Lobos over the past 5 years have been in the top 25, and 4 of those years so it's going to be a lot of fun. Stick around with us today. We're going to take a quick break here, send it back up to the booth, and get the 16-year-old teams on the field and get another game going between the Mexico Rush and the Rio Vista team. Earlier on in the 8 o'clock game, we had the New Mexico Rush getting dumped by the Rio Vista team. It was 8-0 in that particular game. The second game up was a 2-0 victory for the New Mexico Rush. So it's gone back and forth a little bit here, haven't stopped, and we'll take a quick break. Right back. I'm Rebecca. See you in just a couple of minutes.